We are going to move on to the last game of the day. Sankaku Renai. So we just have Suzu and Akane's routes left. Which will we get? We'll have to wait and see. I pretty much know we're getting Suzu. There's no doubt about it. We're getting Suzu. Where is it? There it is. But yeah, when I started this game, I had no idea I'd be playing it for this long. I didn't think I'd complete the whole thing, or I'd go for completion. But here we are. It's where we are. Right, so we had a save right before the branch in the Sisters Route. So we have to go all the way down here to Sisters Route 2. So yeah, we'll skip through all of this. We've seen it all. So yeah, there's a lot to get through before we get here. Wait. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Something seems wrong here. There was meant to be a branch on the Sisters Route. That one. That's the one I need. I think. The branch, I'm pretty sure, is at the beach cabana. That's the branch I need to take. So yeah, before we help Nanaru out on the dining floor, so we got into her route. So let's help Suzu make yakisoba this time. I'll help cook the yakisoba. There've been loads of people pouring in while we've been talking. More customers mean more orders to cook. Alright, yakisoba's our specialty here. Wait a minute, I don't want auto mode. Yakisoba's our specialty here, so we got plenty of orders for it. It's a tough job, but I know you can do it. Thank you, sir. Good luck then. I leave the manager and move to the front of the store, where Suzu's cooking the yakisoba. Yo, Suzu, how's the cooking going?
Nii-san!
There she is. She raises her head while deftly cooking with tongs in both hands. Anything I can help you out with?
大丈夫だよ。兄さん疲れてるだろうし、休憩してと。
Oh, sweat is dripping down from her brow. There's something wonderfully yet inexplicably alluring about a girl cooking in a swimsuit. Certainly sounds like it, doesn't it? Don't you have an apron?
最初はつけたんだけど、なんだか裸エプロンみたいになっちゃって。
Oh my, how awfully lewd. Oh? That would definitely bring in customers, but it would probably bring in some creeps too. Not wearing the apron was a wise choice, but my dick still feels a little disappointed I didn't get to see that sight. Wow. That's your blood sister, dude. Wait, no, bad. This is my actual blood-related sister here. Well, who cares? Anyway, Suzu. I glance down at the side of the stove and see some half-cut-up vegetables. You've been cutting those while you cook?
ある程度切って作ってと。
That sounds like a hard time. Here, why don't I take care of the vegetables?
ありがとう、兄さん。
She's very earnest. She splashes some sauce from an industrial-sized bottle onto the yakisoba. The smell fills the area as it begins to sizzle. Let's get to this. Still watching her, I take the cabbage on the counter and start cutting where she left off. They use a ton of cabbage in the yakisoba here, but it's actually pretty good. The salty sauce is a nice combination with the sweet cabbage.
実はね、そのキャベツって一度蒸してから焼きそばに入れてるんだよ。
Huh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't know that.
店長さんに作り方教えてもらったんだ。
The rhythmic sounds of cutting and sizzling ring out as we work side by side. Hey, didn't we used to come here a lot and eat their yakisoba? And now we are learning how they make it. She nods with a smile, still focused on moving the tongs and cooking.
あの時兄さんと一緒に食べた焼きそばの味、ずっと忘れられなくて。でもまさか私がここで焼きそば作ることになるなんて思ってなかったけどね。
You never know where life will take you, I guess. Huh, was it that good? I mean, sure, the yakisoba here is good. Unforgettably good? Not sure I'd say that.
思い出補正ってやつかも。
That's that sort of thing, you know. Beach Cabana food, apparently. We're thinking back to Lucky Star. You know, it's not the most well-prepared food, but there's just something about it that makes people crave it, even though it's by far from the best. Hmm?
兄さんと一緒に食べた思い出のご飯だからね。
Aww. Yeah, that was when our parents were going through the divorce. We didn't want to be at home and listen to them, so we ran off and came here.
いつもこの海の家でお昼に焼きそば食べてたよね。
The reason me and Suzu always dragged Maho out to the beach back then was primarily because of everything going on at home. Sucks, man. I thought it was weird that he recognized my voice over the phone, but considering we came here basically every day, maybe it's not so strange.
毎日のように食べに来てたもんね。
We've gotten onto a bit of a depressing topic, but we keep making the yakisoba without stopping.
すず、焼きそばできた？で、お兄ちゃん何サボってるの？
Hey, I'll have you know I've finished my work. Does this look like slacking to you? I waved the knife in front of me.
ちょっと待ってね。よし、できたよ。はい、お兄ちゃん、ちょっとどいてね。
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Nanaru shoves her tushy against me to push me out of the way. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My mum called. Parcel that arrived yesterday but didn't actually get delivered. Arrived again today, so that's what that was about. Okay, back to the game.
ほいほいほいっと。
Oh, is she plating up? Suzu immediately gets on with making the next lot of yakisoba as Nanaru dishes up the finished lot. Yeah, okay, I thought that was the case.
まだまだ注文入ってるから、じゃんじゃん焼いてね。兄さん、次人参お願いね。
Coming right up! I swap places with Nanaru. She carries off platefuls of yakisoba, and I get back to chopping vegetables.
焼きそばお待たせいたしました。
She wastes no time in getting the food out to the customers. Whoa, it smells good! I love this yakisoba. Oh, you're right. This is downright delicious. This cabbage is to die for. It's just so good. I can hear the rave reviews for Suzu's yakisoba all the way over here, and naturally she can as well. They're really digging it. Aww. She must be very good. Must be a very good cook. She starts blushing from all the praise, but that doesn't slow her down. Her work pace one bit.
すず、焼きそば追加4人前。わかった。こっちも焼きそば2人前。はい。
The orders just keep pouring in. Still, Suzu keeps a level head, making yakisoba with so much skill that you'd never believe she only started today. Ha! time to step up my game too. I'm gonna chop, chop, chop these vegetables till I drop.
兄さん、もう少し丁寧にお野菜切ってあげて。
Oh. Hi. I got scolded. This time, I carefully chop the vegetables, and Suzu throws them onto the stove. The yakisoba is then dished up and out of the customers faster than we can make it. You two can take a break now. I'll handle things here.
ありがとうございます。でも、もうちょっとだけ。
Oh, she's such a hard worker. Nah, let's go ahead and take our break, Suzu. I decide to stop her from needlessly overworking herself. Not only is it burning hot out, but there's also the heat from the stove to amplify that. Her body will eventually give out if she keeps cooking anymore.
わかった。じゃあ、ちょっとだけ。
No, you deserve to rest up some, dear. I've been hearing so many good things about our yakisoba today, and that's all the yakisoba you've been making.
ありがとうございます。兄さん、あっち座らせてもらおう。
Sounds good.
ちょっと座って待っててね、兄さん。
Oh, is she gonna give us some yakisoba? Sure. I sit down in an empty chair and wait. After a minute or so, she comes back with the tray in her hands. I knew it!
お待たせ。はい、兄さん。
I get
どう
to
ぞ。
getting to try your little sister's yakisoba that everyone's raving about. Is this yakisoba? There's a mountain of the yakisoba we were just cooking on the plate she's holding out to me.
私のおごり。食べてくれる？
How can you say no? You betcha, but I'm treating you.
いいよ、そんなの。私が兄さんに食べてほしいだけだから。
Oh no, no. I can't let my little sister pay for me.
大丈夫だもん。
You can. No, I can't. As we continue going back and forth, the yakisoba starts cooling off. It's gonna get completely cold at this rate.
だね。
Why don't we just split the cost? How's that sound?
そうしよっか。お腹空いちゃった。
And that's how blood siblings are. Our hunger, which was only worsened by our stint making yakisoba, brings us to a quick settlement. Alright, let's get eating.
いただきます。
Oh, look how happy she is. I pick up my chopsticks and have my first bite. Mmm! The sauce has such a potent flavor, and then you have the sweet cabbage, the crunchy carrots, and the juicy meat all acting in complete harmony. This is great! I'm in shock at how good this is, honestly.
そうかな。
She's very talented. She'll make a good wife. Oh, absolutely. This is better yakisoba than the stuff we ate here as kids.
そんなことないよ。昔食べた店長さんの方がずっと美味しかったもん。
Aww. No, Suzu. Yours is better, I promise. I could eat this every day. Come on, try some.
そうかな。
She bashfully splits open her chopsticks and takes her first bite of the yakisoba.
結構上手にできたかも。
Pretty well. Sounds like it came out better than that, to be honest. See? It's amazing.
兄さんに毎日焼きそば食べてもらいたいけど、栄養偏っちゃうね。
Thinking about your nutrition as well. What a sweet, caring sister you have. I gaze out at the sea as we eat and talk. We're having yakisoba at the beach cabana again, like we did as kids. The only difference is being that we're now grown up, and this yakisoba was made by ourselves. Well, I only cut the vegetables up. I hope that still counts. Maybe we could throw some other stuff in that would give me a balanced diet.
別のもの。それじゃあ。
She stops eating and looks in contemplation for a brief second.
味噌汁とか？
Wait, does that go with yakisoba? Oh, that'd be sweet. I'd totally be down to eat miso every day. Rice and miso soup, a simple and healthy diet. I think that'd suit me just fine. Very plain. It's a bit plain, but if Suzu's the one cooking it for me, that doesn't really matter.
お野菜が足りないね。
I was mostly just joking, but my little sis is actually seriously considering it.
光合成しないと。
Wait, what? Suzu, you do realize that only plants use photosynthesis, right?
兄さんならできるもん。
I don't think he can photosynthesize. I care, cause I can't! She's always taken me to some kind of superhero. It was always like that when we were kids. Well, I guess it's only natural she would. She was always toddling around after me back then. My adorable little Suzu. Still, making miso soup every day, huh? I like the sound of that. Kinda feels like I have a wife.
妹が毎日兄さんのお味噌汁作ってもいいんじゃないかな。
There's nothing wrong with that. No, that's not what I was...
お兄ちゃん何してるの？サボり？
Hey, I'm taking my well-earned break, thank you, Nanaru. I am not, for your information. Right as we're in the middle of eating, Nanaru, who's waiting tables, spots us and comes over. I'm on a break. I'll be back to work once I'm done, so let me rest some, please.
了解。お兄ちゃんたちが仕事に戻ったら私も休憩もらおうかな。そろそろお腹空いてきちゃった。
She pats her belly as she says that. It's too noisy in here to hear, but I imagine it's growling pretty loud. Try not to screw up any. Pretty hard to concentrate on an empty stomach.
へい。で、何の話？
About how jealous I'm gonna be when Suzu gets a boyfriend and makes that lucky son of a gun miso soup every day.
そんな彼氏なんて。
This is to be expected, Suzu. Come on. Don't worry. If he ever treats you wrong, you know who to go to. Nanaru.
なんで私？
Come on, little sis. This is your one chance to beat the shit out of someone legally.
俺の拳がうずいてやがる。血をよこせとわめいてやがる。
God damn it, Nanaru. We're counting on you, bloodstained sister.
お代は高くつくぜ。
God damn,
って
Nanaru.
乗せないでよ。こっちは焼きそばの皿大量に乗せてるんだから。
That's what you get for coming over during your work time. Stop trying to force puns into everything. You're not good at it.
ダジャレちげえし。というか、お兄ちゃんもあんまだらだら休憩しないで、ちゃっちゃと食べて仕事に戻ってよね。
Not happening. I'm going to enjoy every bite of Suzu's yakisoba. I bring the chopsticks to my mouth and slurp up the yakisoba as loud and dramatically as possible. Boy, this is the stuff. Can't beat Suzu's yakisoba.
私も休憩に入ったら腹いっぱい食ってやる。
Unexpected sibling rivalry. You sure you want to do that? You might go putting on a few pounds.
いいもん、別にそれくらい。お兄ちゃんなんて地獄に落ちろ。
Oof. Wow, how can you say that to your own brother?
食い物の恨み、思い知るがいい。
With that peevish remark and a slight harumph, Nanaru returns to work. She actually seems to be doing a pretty good job. Maybe she's always been the capable type, deep down. Not if you pick to help her, she isn't. I continue absent-mindedly slurping on my yakisoba when Suzu calls my name.
ねえ、兄さん。
What's up? She's staring at her yakisoba with a serious expression. I can tell something's not quite right.
私、彼氏なんていらないよ。私には兄さんがいればいいもん。
God damn it. Sweet home Alabama. Such a sweet thing to say. My little sister's gonna stick with me until love finally finds her. Not bad. I have the best sister a man could ask for, and she's a stellar cook too.
違うもん。兄さんのこと彼氏の代わりだなんて思ってないもん。
Substitute? Aw, you're so cute. So super adorable. Just like this yakisoba is super delicious.
もう兄さんってば、話そらさないで。
What topic? What was he talking about? Sorry about that. But this yakisoba really is great. I mean it.
じゃあ今度お昼ご飯に作ってあげるね。
Sweet. Thank ya. And go heavy on the meat.
お野菜もちゃんと食べないとダメだよ。
Yes. Your vegetables are also important, I say, as I don't eat many vegetables. We continue to chat as we eat our lunch. I'm fully aware that she was being 100% serious when she said that. She isn't a liar, and I know that. Boy, she loves me so much, and it's honestly the sweetest thing in the world when she talks about it. But that just makes me sad when I realize she's going to get a boyfriend someday and leave me. I just want a little bit longer to have her all to myself. Aww. After finally getting a break between taking orders and taking out food, I stopped for a quick breather and a sip of tea. My throat was dried out from all the running around, but the sweet barley tea quickly rehydrates me. Yes, we're on Nanaru's point of view. I sneak a glance at Suzu and Oni-chan, still on their break. They're too far away for me to hear what they're saying, but they look like they're having a ton of fun. It's been just a little under 2 months since Suzu moved in with us. She's already settled into her life here, home life, school life, and even with the B team. At least that's probably what Oni-chan thinks. She's acting more cheery and intimate with us, yeah, but sometimes I wonder if she ever feels out of place. I notice certain things about her. Like, when we both try to use the bathroom at the same time, for example, or even when we both reach out for the soy sauce at the dinner table. She'll always act all uncomfortable and apologetic. But if it's Oni-chan instead, she'll let him give her the preferential treatment without a problem. Whenever I see that, I get the feeling that maybe Suzu still feels a bit awkward with me and Mom. I mean, I might just be overthinking this, but I feel pretty certain, like a sixth sense or something. I don't know what you'd call it. But whatever it is, it tells me that there's a wall between me and Suzu. You're effectively rivals for his affection. I take the bottle out of my mouth and let a sigh escape. It's nice just chilling and spacing out, but I feel like whenever I do, my thoughts always drift towards this question. What if the only new member of the family for Suzu was Mom? What if I wasn't in the picture? Oh, don't feel like that, Nanaru. She probably would have had no problems assimilating into the family in that case, so that means I'm in the way. We humans have a bad habit of letting negative thoughts creep into our minds. I mean, I was a bit surprised when Suzu first arrived, yeah, but I never meant any ill will towards her. No, that's just me lying to myself. I need to open my eyes and be honest with my heart. I'd always thought I was Oni-chan's only sister, for the longest time. I'd heard that he had another sister who went away because of the divorce, but that was it. It's a bit hard to really think of someone as real when you've never met them, you see. That's why it hit me so hard when she just randomly showed up one day, out of the blue. I was a bit upset, but she was a nice, honest girl. I really didn't want to be friends with her. And I still do. I swear on it, really. If she wasn't his sister, just a girl from his class or something, we'd probably get along much better than we do now. But I can't lie. I'm a little jealous of her. They had been apart for years. Yet when they were laughing and hugging like a pair of old friends from day one. I mean, it makes sense. I just gotta stop and think about it. She's his real sister. They actually share blood ties. If their parents never got divorced, they would have stayed best friends throughout their entirety of their lives. The only reason I can call him my brother is because that divorce happened. My mum fell in love with Oni-chan's dad, and they got married. If that single event hadn't happened, Oni-chan and I would have been total strangers. Not only that, we never would have even crossed each other's paths in life. So, I know I have no right to be jealous of Suzu. I know. It's just plain stupid of me. It's not like Oni-chan's throwing me aside for her or anything. Even if we're not actually related, I still get to be his little sister. But I can't stop myself from feeling this way. Damn, Nanaru. I'm empathizing with you a lot now. The words almost seem to spill from my mouth. I know I can't just act all cutesy and say something like, "You're never gonna take my brother from me." Heck, it doesn't even suit my personality. It's plain ridiculous to think that I ever had anything over her. She's his real sibling, while I'm just some girl forced in his life by a decision his parents made. I realize that, but I still can't deny that it's a bit of a sad feeling. Maybe things would have been different if me and Suzu were just born twins, but no, that means I wouldn't have had a mom. I wouldn't have had my mom. I love my mom. Those stupid old thoughts occupy my mind as I sip the last of my tea. Time to focus. I gotta work hard so I can get to Summer Kami. The only reason I made it this far in the first place was because those two helped me study. These queasy feelings still continue to swirl around in my chest, but I ignore them as I get back to work. Aww. The rest of our days at the beach cabana went just as hectically as the first. As soon as I get home, it's dinner, then a bath, then to bed, before waking up bright and early in the next morning and heading out for work again. Before I realize it, it's the 7th and final day upon us. Oh, thank you so much, boys and girls!
お疲れ様でした。特に今日はお客さん多かったような。
Maybe they knew it was the last day they could get that yummy yakisoba. So they stay till night.
Akane senpaiが思うより水を欲するだなんて。
Wow. She's thirsty, but actually thirsty, not homo thirsty. Holy shit, this is unprecedented. Order a state of emergency. Everyone is exhausted to the bone. We never get much help around the start of summer break, so boy, you have no idea how grateful I was to have all of you. Now, here's your pay. Thank you very much. Everyone receives an envelope with their money in it from the manager.
あれ？聞いてた時給よりもお金が多いような。
Right, we can skip all that now. I mean, we literally just had to watch that part. Alright, now we get back to some new dialogue. Face is still blue from Kara's spooky ghost story. The girls start getting ready for bed. I better hit the sack too. After that story, it's probably best that I go to bed ASAP. But I gotta brush my teeth before that. I take my toothbrush out of my bag and head to the bathroom. What's up? On the way, I stopped by Suzu. There seems to be a bit of timidness in her voice.
そのね、実はみんなと後でコンビニに買い出しに行こうと思ってたんだけど。
I wonder what she could want from the convenience store. Her gaze wanders bashfully as she says this. Something tells me that no one's up for it.
私買い出しに行こうかなって思うんだけど。
Don't worry, you can get some alone time with your own nii-chan.
私はやめて。
Or your nii-san.
明日の分はさっき買ったやつで足りると思うから。私も。
Let's not forget Kara's spooky ghost story. Spooked everyone.
先輩死んでる。
Oh no, Martin would not approve of that. What in hell?
気絶してるだけだった。
Okay, that's fine then. She just fainted. Then say that! You had me thinking something legit happened to her.
っていう感じで、みんな行きたくないって。
I mean, as we know, we know that the Prez left his phone on the train, didn't he? So he's not here. So I imagine if we're going out, we're going to meet the Prez, just like we did in Nana's route. The rest of the girls are still shaking on the floor. I doubt any of them want to go outside right now. What about Kara? Of course. Of course, the Choco Fairy is asleep.
眠くなったって言って先に寝ちゃって。
I envy people who can just let their heads hit the pillow and go to sleep. I'll always end up lying awake for ages sometimes. How the heck is that possible? She seems to be having a pretty pleasant sleep after she just scared everyone else half to death. You gotta get some stuff, Suzu?
明日の分のお茶買うの忘れちゃってて。
Tea? Really? Didn't you bring a flask?
持ってきたんだけど、今持ってる分だけじゃ足りないかもしれなくて。
Guess it can't be helped then. She droops her shoulders dejectedly as she looks at me with upturned eyes. Alright, you ready to go then?
いいの？
Well, I'm not gonna let my little sister go alone at night. I can't let you go out there by yourself. Hey Nanaru, you wanna come too?
え？私？
What? Are you scared?
ああ、私はやめとくよ。二人で行っといで。
How very reserved of her. So says my other little sis, her eyes darting nervously around the room. Too scared of the ghosts, eh?
まあ、そんな感じ。
Wow, she admitted that awfully readily. Well, okay. Yeah, Kara's ghost story really got to her. She seems seriously unnerved.
ほら、お兄ちゃん、ぐずぐずしてたら明日起きるのが辛くなるよ。早く買いに行っといで。
My body's aching from work today. Right.
兄さん、疲れてるなら明日の朝買いに行くけど。
We need to find Prez. Not that I want to. God damn it, Prez. Nah, I'll be okay. We're just going to the convenience store.
本当？
Sure, why not? You want to just go to the one we passed on the way here?
待っててね。すぐ支度するから。
I thought she'd be ready already, considering she's the one who wants to do it. She nods joyfully before standing up and going to get ready. Anything you want us to get you, Nanaru?
ああ、大丈夫だよ、私は。
Wow, so reserved.
それよりお兄ちゃん、しっかり鈴を守ってあげてよ。正直、幽霊より通り魔とか痴漢とかの方が怖いし。
Especially for vulnerable girls like yourselves. No worries, I won't let anything happen to her.
よしよし。そんじゃ、気をつけて行っといで。
Nanaru sends me and Suzu off with a warm smile and a wave. Well, just a smile and a wave.
兄さん、手つないでもいい？
A few minutes after we leave the hotel, she meekly makes that request. Sure.
ありがとう。
Aww. Wow, all of a sudden my phone's going like crazy. I hold out my hand and she clasps it with both of her hands. The sensation of her soft, girly hands causes my heart to skip a beat. Don't forget, she's your sister, blood. Come on, man. What are you thinking? This is your own little sister here. Oh, I see you still get scared with ghost stories, huh?
だって怖かったんだもん。
Gotta admit, when I heard it, it was kind of spooky. Spoopy. Oh? I thought you said you'd be just fine.
アニメとかは平気だけど、ああいう現実にあったっていう話は、怖くて。
Yeah, anime horror isn't nearly as scary as, like, live-action horror. I squeezed down harder on her hand.
実写系はダメなの。本当に出てきちゃいそうで怖いんだもん。
Yeah, I remember how scared you got after we went to see that horror movie that one time. You couldn't even go to the bathroom by yourself.
恥ずかしいな。いつもお兄さんについてきてもらってたっけ？
The definition of a little sister leaning on her big brother. The memories come racing back to me. She would come to my room in the dead of night, teary-eyed, and force me to come with her. It happened more than a few times. Oh, and you also cried the first time we got sent on an errand alone.
恥ずかしいな。でも、あの時何買いに行ったんだっけ？
She was such a timid girl, wasn't she? I can't remember. I just know Dad asked us to go.
なんだったっけ？私も忘れちゃった。
Man, we went shopping so many times.
ずっと兄さんと一緒だったもん。
When we were playing, when we were studying, and even when we were shopping, we were always together. That was until our parents' divorce split us apart.
あの時は 何も怖いものなんてなかったな。
Because she had a strong, dependable big brother to protect her. Huh? A bit confused, my gaze naturally moves to my little sister walking beside me. She smiles wistfully as she stares into the distance.
夜の廊下もお化けもお使いも何もかも兄さんが一緒にいてくれたら何も怖くなかったよ。
Yeah. There's such a distinct tinge of sadness and sorrow in her voice that I can't help but stare. First came the divorce, then Mum's death, and after that, Suzu went to live with our grandma. I know Grandma loved her and treated her well, but... Suzu?
何？
Were you scared once I left?
ちょっとだけ怖かったよ。
Oh, Suzu. Just a little?
怖かったけど素敵な女の子になるために我慢したの。
One big brother would be proud to marry.
素敵な女の子になってに
Ah, damn it, I skipped it, sorry. The smile then vanishes from Suzu's face. As she clings to my arm, she mutters.
本当はね、ずっと兄さんに会いたかった。電話もしたかった。でも声を聞いたら絶対会いたくなっちゃうから頑張ったんだよ。
I'm sorry. I really should have called you at least once.
気にしてないよ。せっかく新しく家族になろうとしてたもみじさんやナナルに悪いもん。
Oh, I'm sure she was so lonely. She puts on a brave front, clinging to my arm even tighter. It almost seems to me like she's trying to make up for lost time.
慣れたかな。私素敵な女の子に。
This must be why those people who told me they loved Suzu's route liked it. She's back to being the sweet girl that we know she was before her Oni-san went with some other girl instead. She can't hide her nervousness as she asks. For sure. I try to convey how much I really believe that in my answer. You're super strong, Suzu.
ありがとう。
She casts her eyes down, smiling gleefully. But just then...
Oi!
Haha, here he is. Here he is. What was that?
Oi!
やっぱり声が。
Hey, it's probably just our imagination.
Oi!
That ain't no imaginary call. Suzu's shoulders start shaking incessantly. An ominous voice reverberates throughout the darkness. It seems to be coming from just ahead. My mind instantly flashes back to the voice in Kara's ghost story. Ironically enough, it said the same thing this voice is. I cannot believe in ghosts at all. I can believe in ghosts all I want, but that won't help me here. I'm in an unknown city in the dead of night. What could be more terrifying? Suzu, go back to the hotel, now! Just go! I'll buy time here for you! As we argue, the voice gets steadily closer.
Oi!
And finally, a figure bursts in front of us. Ah! A fight or flight instincts immediately kick in. I spin around, keeping a tight hold of Suzu's hand, and sprint back to the hotel at full speed with her.
Oi!
The voice follows us every step of the way. As exhausted as we were, we somehow managed to find the energy to make it all the way through back to the hotel. When we get there, we almost barrow through the door to our own room. It's real! It's real! It's really real!
生死が？
Sheena! Kizu-senpai, please!
おバカに決まってるじゃないですか！
What the fuck? Kizu senpai.
どう落ち着いて落ち着いて Be cool, be cool.
I swear to fucking Christ we saw it. We frantically try and explain it to them, but our minds are too disoriented to string actual words together.
あのさ、なんで二人とも手をつないでるの？
Ah. Huh?
これは
逃げるとはひどいではないか。
Fucking Prez. Just as we're about to make up some excuse, the door flies open and a familiar face walks in. Prez?
お疲れ様です。でもひどいって何がです？
宗介と子守へ妹2号だ。
Well, he is wearing white, so you could understand why people thought he was a ghost. He points an accusing finger at the both of us. The heck?
せっかく宗介たちに声をかけたのに、血相を変えて逃げていったのだ。
Sorry, Prez. Everyone runs away from you.
おーいって声は。
声くらいかけるだろう。目の前に知り合いがいれば。
Suzu and I exchange confused glances as Prez almost breaks into tears.
じゃああの声って部長が。
Well, shit. We both fall onto the floor lifelessly. Kara's ghost story had gotten us riled up all for nothing. And there she is, just sleeping like a baby. And there she is, lying right in front of us, sound asleep. Think that's it. Skip now? Yep. Back to Sankaku. And then we get the hot spring scene. Love it. Whoa! Hold on a second. Shit! How did I do that? Oh my god. Sorry guys. Tile change. Tile change. By complete accident. By complete accident. We are on the Akane Route. Jesus, I did not expect that. A lot of people saying how difficult it was to get onto, but here we are. We returned home from Sankaku and shit happened. What exactly, you ask? Well, let's just say shit happened. Now, back to present time. How did this happen?
どうしてとはまた心外な。
God damn. Okay, but like, I never thought I'd end up going out with you, Akane senpai. You heard that right. Akane senpai and I are currently dating. I just love how they just say, well, shit happened and this is just how it happens. She is my girlfriend, and I am her boyfriend. Not that we've even kissed or done anything at all yet. You might say that we are in a healthy, platonic relationship. Only a few days have passed since we started dating anyway. Are you sure about this?
問題ない。
Okay. I mean, this is our first date. You really want to have it at a cheap diner?
別に普通。
With that, Akane senpai takes a sip of her iced coffee. It's a spontaneous action, with no real meaning behind it. She might be incredibly casual about our relationship, but that's only doubling how nervous I am. Alright, here's your BLT. No mayo and tuna don meal. BLT, no tomato. Fucking hell, Akane!
どうも。
God damn it. The waitress places the BLT in front of Akane senpai and the tuna don in front of me. I really can't help but wonder if this is what we should be eating on our first date. I mean, I guess I ordered it. I just figured a date would be a little more refined than this.
いただきます。
Yeah. Akane senpai picks up her BLT, no tea, with both hands and bites down. She looks like a squirrel stuffing her cheeks with nuts. I take a bite of my tuna too as I casually observe her sitting across from me. She really is a cutie when she's not talking, though her fashion sense is a bit peculiar. It doesn't look too bad to me. Honestly, I'm probably a pretty lucky dude to have her as my girlfriend. No, there's no doubt about it. I'm a lucky man. Until she starts pairing you up with other guys.
ということで、これから腐女子とは何たるかをレクチャーします。
Oh no, I was dreading this. Huh? Just as I was counting my luck, Akane senpai takes the conversation in a wholly unexpected... It's not unexpected. It's her only character trait.
恋人同士が仲を深めるためには、お互いをよく知り、歩み寄ることが大切。と、ホモの本に書いてあった。
Oh god. Is that the source of all your knowledge? Does that really count as a reference book? Should I say something about that?
異論があるなら聞くけど。
Hey, you picked her. So, you know, live and die by your sword. No, it's not that I have any against that. It's just,
宗介は私のこと知りたくない？
Yeah, of course I do. It's just, what boyfriend wouldn't want to know everything about their girlfriend? I know that, but still.
ということで、ただいまより腐女子とは何かをレクチャーします。イエーイ
God damn it. Yay! Stuck between a rock and a hard place, I reluctantly agree with her, but the question mark above my head still shows no signs of going away. And this is how, on my first date with my girlfriend, I got lectured about what it means to be a fan of gay smut. What are you supposed to do on these date things even? Because I don't think I'm supposed to feel like I'm about to be inducted into a cult.
そもそも腐女子とは何だと思う？
Huh? They're girls who like gay dude stuff?
まあ、大体合ってる。でもここはあえて BL と呼びたい。
Okay.
Boys love.
Okay, guys, I hope you're ready to learn about what it means to be a fujoshi. Right. I nod along. At this point, retorting is futile.
腐女子にとって BL は2種類。最初から男同士が恋愛するとして描かれた作品と、すでにある作品の男同士を恋愛関係にした作品。便宜上、最初から BL として書かれた作品を一次創作、既存作品をホモにしたものを二次と呼ぶ。いわゆる現実の人間を BL にしたものも個人的には二次のくくりに入る。ただ、これから説明する腐女子用語は全て厳密な定義が存在しない。なので、私なりの解釈だと思ってもらえれば助かる。
I hope you guys are paying attention. This will be on the test. Right. I end up nodding along like a bobblehead as Akane senpai talks more than I've ever heard her talk before.
腐女子の中には2次しか読まない人もいれば BL は1次のみという人もいる。もちろん両方たしなむ腐女子も。
What about you?
基本は2次がメインだけど、タイトルやあらすじでビビッときたら1次も読む。ちなみに私の萌えポイントは基本的に年下攻め。
Young tops, Akane's favorite. Right.
でも黒ずんだ玉子先生の一次は別。あの人の作品は兄攻め弟受けも最高。
Okay. Her face is one of pure bliss as she talks about this subject. I can tell just from looking at her how much she loves the work of this darkened what's-her-face sensei. So you read primaries mainly because of the author?
オリジナルはありだけど、二次は基本的に固定理爆派なので、さすがの黒ずんだ先生の作品でも無理なものはある。
What exactly do you mean by that? Fixed pairings? Switches? Sounds like she's doing electrical work.
カップリング固定。このキャラ2人がくっついているのが好きということ。他カップ。その2人が別のキャラとくっついているカップは正直地雷。
Wow, that sounds serious.
私の地雷はまだ趣味が合わないって程度で済んでる。でも人によっては地雷カップの名前を聞く、見るだけで頭痛、めまい、吐き気を催すことも珍しくない。
Well, that's pretty excessive. I thought Fujoshi didn't care about anything beyond their actual being gay couples, but it seems I was wrong. Come to think of it, Akane-senpai never really jumped at Nanaru's offerings of the president and I sacrifices. I guess we're not her preferred couple type. Her BL inclinations are much more complex than I originally thought. Okay, so I understand what fixed pairings are, but what are switches?
受け攻めが入れ替わるのがありかなしか。
Tops? Bottoms? What are those?
突っ込むのが攻め、突っ込まれるのが受け。
God damn, if you just wandered into my stream right now, you'd be thinking, what the fuck is she talking about? What's happening? Where am I? Oh. The way she said it so rawly has me feeling a bit uncomfortable now, but at least it was easy to understand. It's like one's the man and one's the woman, even though they're both men.
私は好きなキャラ2人がイチャついていれば OK。鈴とナナルを例に出すと、私はナナル×鈴が本命だけど、鈴×ナナルもいける的な。
Oh god. Oh god, Akane, what? Could you not use my little sisters to, actually, never mind. I stopped myself, figuring it's better than me being the subject in her BL fantasy. Sorry, Nanaru. Sorry, Suzu. But I've had to sacrifice you in the name of romance.
この場合で好きなカップリングを聞かれたら、私は七鈴が本命だけど逆もいけるので、七鈴七が好きと答える。
Oh, hold on, what?
この場合、正式名称はナナル×鈴×ナナルになる。ナナルが2人存在するということではなく、どっちが攻めでも受けでもいけるということ。
Oh, instead of saying both separately, you just combine them. Okay. It's a little weird when you're bringing my little sisters into this, but I get what you mean.
よかった。
Sisterly love? Nice achievement. She gives me a small nod, then picks up a French fry. She holds it out towards my mouth. Huh? I freeze in surprise as my eyes dart between Akane-senpai and the fry.
あーとか、生理的にダメなタイプ。
Well, that's an interesting development. No, I totally do. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. Seeing her start to look kind of sad, I panic and open my mouth. So I guess BL is fantasy for her. She herself is straight. I take a bite of the long French fry. It's crispy and perfectly seasoned. Akane-senpai lets me eat it with a satisfied smile, and then... she imagining thing. She licks her thumb and index finger. I know she just licked the salt off her fingers, but this is unexpectedly hot. My heart is pounding like crazy.
続ける。
Oh, ruined it.
人によっては受け攻めが逆になるのは NG。ナナル×鈴は大本命だけど、鈴×ナナルは NG という人がリバ不可。私は逆でもいけるのでリバか。
I almost forgot this is educational. Right. The emotion leaves her face as she resumes this serious discussion. Thank God we get to talk about BL again. This was actually starting to feel like a real date, but now we're back to where we started. What a shame. What a damn shame. Oh, so then, like, you'd get along with all the people who like the Nanaru times Suzu pairing? She was in the middle of wiping her hands with her napkin, but she stops immediately once I say that. You've said something you shouldn't have. The next moment, her expression changes to that of one I can only describe as what you get by throwing anger, sadness, and despair all into a pot and cooking that mixture to a boil. Why is she looking at me like that? It's too much for even me. Way too much. And I'm her boyfriend. Why do you look so gloomy?
世界はそんなに優しくない。同じカップリングを愛する同士でも解釈違いで戦争になることもある。
As in?
同じナナル×鈴でもスパダリナナルと甘えん坊鈴のカップリングが好きな人もいれば、ヘタレ攻めなナナルとクールな鈴が好きな人もいる。キャラや関係性の解釈が異なると、場合によっては全く別カップになるから。
But, like, they're the same characters from the same work either way, right?
同じ。
Huh. I almost feel like I'm experiencing a culture shock. How can people have such drastically different interpretations of the exact same characters?
下手をすると公式が後から出してきた新設定が自分の中で確定されたキャラ解釈と合わず公式と解釈違いを起こし公式が地雷になることも珍しくない。
Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Is it just me, or are there way too many things that set you BL fans off? I thought my life was difficult, but Fujoshi's live in a literal hell.
逆に自分はどんな株もオール OK 地雷なんてないぜという人は雑食と名乗るパターンが多い。
Of course we call them omnivores. What else would you call them?
だけど自分が雑食だと思っていた人が後からあ、このカップはダメだ地雷だとなるパターンもある。逆は私が知る限りない。
They are literally, you know. Wow. Have you ever experienced a ship that infuriated you?
避けられる限りは避けてきたけれど読み進めていたらあれこれカップ逆じゃねと思ったことや別の地雷カップが急にスライドインしてきたことは結構ある。
Cancerous pairing. From the look of anguish on her face, I can tell that the life of a Fujoshi is one filled with various difficulties. Why are you still a BL fan if there's so much to dislike?
ときめきは理性では制御できない。
Oh, okay.
そう。はい。
Huh? She holds out another French fry. It takes me a second to process, but I quickly eat it once I do. I kind of feel like I'm being force-fed.
不女子だけじゃない。ノーマルカップリング。男女カップが好きな人やユリ好きの場合でもそういうことが起こりうる。
Yes, I guess that is true.
不女子の中には BL も好きだけど男女カップやユリも好きという人もいる。たまに言われるけど不女子イコール女キャラが嫌いという認識は間違い。
I see. I nod as I eat the fry. She occasionally throwing in stuff like this during her lecture. It's like she periodically remembers that we're on a date here. Those little bits of romance I get in between the BL facts are my joy. I guess maybe she's just trying to make this date a success in her own weird little way. Maybe she's trying to take the lead since she's the older one. Now that I'm overly conscious of everything, I realize that she's dressed up nicer than normal, and she's also wearing a pale shade of lip gloss. Normally, she doesn't have the energy to care about anything but BL, but she put in the effort for me today. Just knowing that makes her seem even cuter than before, and it makes me want to know more about her.
不女子以外にもオタ女子は原作原理主義者、アイドル応援タイプ、夢女子タイプなどに分類可能だけど、夢女子はキャラかける自分を好みつつ不女子を兼ねている人も。
Senpai? Can I ask you something?
何?
She seems kind of fidgety. Perhaps she's just happy I'm showing an interest in BL. I'll go ahead and ask her the question I've been dying to ask all this time. Senpai, why do you love gay romance so much? It's a genuine question, even if it's coming a bit late in the conversation. However, her eyes just flip wide open, like she didn't expect it at all. After that, she just falls silent and resumes eating her BLT, no tea. Senpai? She's eating in silence, but her eyes are wandering around erratically. It's like she's searching for an answer. Was it really that hard of a question? I mean, she thinks about BL every day of her life. Wait, what if that was all so natural to her that she'd never had to question why she likes BL before? With that in mind, I decide to just eat and wait until she wants to say something. When her plate is finally empty, she reaches out for her iced coffee. Sorry. As she does so,
男同士は性欲以上の感情がないと成立しないから。
Huh? She mutters her answer quietly. What? I know it was a hard-fought answer on her part, but all it's done is left me confused. I mean, the normal BL things she reads are, well, you know. So, senpai, you don't like gay porn?
大好きだ
Isn't that kind of hypocritical?
してないと思う
Her eyes begin to dart around nervously. I don't know why, but I get the feeling she's not exactly being honest with me. Just as I'm wondering what to reply with, I remember something I read somewhere. All I gotta do is put it in my own words. I mean, it kind of feels like you're saying hetero relationships are all lust-filled and thus are fundamentally worse than gay relationships.
そういうつもりはないけど
I know, but that's the implication, yeah? I tried to interpret her words more leniently, but I mean, that's basically what she was implying. Like, yeah, when a man and a woman date, there's gonna be, lust involved. But there's love too. I won't deny that lust's a part of it, but you can't do any of that unless you like someone. At least, I wouldn't want to.
ファミレスで性欲連呼するのは良くない
Yeah, dude, you're in a public place, jeez. You were the one who said it first! Now she's just being unreasonable. So then, is the only reason you like me because of lust?
え
Whoa, are you only dating me for my body?
違う
She brings both hands up to her chest and hurriedly shakes her head side to side. I've never seen her this panicked before. The difference between her usual, lazy BL-loving self and how she's acting now is so cute. I guess this is that gap moe thing. I bet you just think of doing dirty explicit stuff to me day in and day out. Just like we're in some hentai manga.
だから違う
Oh, he's bullying her now. She usually doesn't even react to Nanaru's dirty jokes, but this has got her panicking, face bright red. If I could take a photo of this, I'm sure I'd grin like an idiot every time I looked back at it. Damn, Sosuke, that's harsh. Unable to think of any way to refute my argument, she goes red and starts mumbling. Eventually, though, she manages to wring out a sentence.
2次元と3次元は違うから
You get it? That's what everyone says, isn't it?
だからその変に捉えないでほしい
Well, if you say so.
そのニヤニヤした笑顔腹立つんだけど
It makes you feel like you've lost, doesn't it? Hmm? I'm not grinning. She starts sulking, biting her straw in anger. I'm finding teasing her more fun than I expected. She's so adorable I can't stop myself grinning.
でも
Yes? The anticipation builds up inside me as I wonder what she's about to say.
宗介とならエッチしてみたい
She said it. She said it. She whispers that so quietly I wouldn't have heard it if I wasn't paying attention. But I was staring right at her. Oh! Now it's my turn to go bright red. She then proceeds to suck on her straw as hard as she can. It's in vain though, because her glass is empty. She might act all cool and when she's talking about gay sm- but now that it concerns her, she's super embarrassed. Our relationship might have started from hazy origins, but god damn it if this girl ain't the cutest girl on earth. Oh, senpai? You wanna leave? If you're done eating? Hey, there's no need to look upset. I'm not weirded out or anything. I smile and stand up, then reach out for the bill. But Akane-senpai grabs it faster than me. Huh? Well, there you go. That's her outfit. Yeah, that's a pretty nice outfit, you know. She clearly made an effort, definitely.
先輩だから
So I should pay. With that, she marches over to the register. By the time I catch up, she's already paid and received her change. I follow her out of the diner. Why did you pay for me?
年上だから。
You're a big fan of old traditions, huh? I wonder if she likes this in BL? Like when an older guy pays for the younger one? Come with me. I drag the confused Akane-senpai behind me until we reach an empty alleyway. Senpai, you did say you wouldn't mind doing those things with me, right?
忘れて。
He's not gonna forget that. You basically gave him an invitation. I can't forget that. It's dealt a deadly blow to both my heart and my loins, after all. Well, you see, I prefer to follow things in order, I guess. So, can I kiss you?
いいよ。
She immediately closes her eyes and pushes out her lips. She agrees so readily, I almost wonder if she anticipated this. Regardless, I lean in towards her. Aw, she's freaking cute, I gotta admit. Our first kiss lasts only for a brief few seconds in this alleyway. By the time our lips part, she's panting and her cheeks are flushed with excitement. Are you okay?
うん。だから。
Huh?
先を。
Struggling to even I'm flustered. Struggling to control her breathing, she clings to my arm and says,
先知りたい。
"Oh." At that moment, I spot a sign for a hotel opposite us. Are you sure?
うん。
She nods, completely red-faced. Despite how bold she's being, it seems she's really suffering from the embarrassment. Actually, I don't know if she's being bold or just not using her brain. Either way, I take her hand and we enter the hotel. This will be an interesting one. Wait, have we skipped a route? Our relationship has been going swimmingly since our date the other day. Summer vacation has ended, and the new school semester is now upon us. I somehow managed to stave off my drowsiness through classes and make it to lunchtime. Our school has a cafeteria, but we Komories are packed lunch only. However, I don't have one today. It's definitely not because I had a fight with Mom and she didn't make me lunch today.
お弁当作ってきた。
Well, at least your girlfriend comes through for you, Sosuke. Seriously? Akane-senpai holds out a lunchbox wrapped in a simple napkin.
明日はお昼ご飯準備しないでいいってメールしたら、普通彼女がお弁当持ってくるって想像しない。
How very kind. Well, I thought you'd probably meant it, but like, I also kind of assumed you wouldn't.
なぜ？
You can't be bothered to do most things, senpai. I figured cooking would be one of those.
失礼な。
Well, you do give that impression, Akane-senpai. I open the box lunch on a desk inside the empty room. Receiving a homemade lunch from my girlfriend, the thought of achieving something every man dreams of has my hands trembling already.
料理はそれなりにする。
Huh, could have fooled me. Oh great! Man, I'm looking forward to... this? I open up the box. It's filled with a wide range of juicy, delicious looking food. However, my eyes are nailed right to its center. Is this an anime-themed lunch?
板弁。
She gives a thumbs up. She gives me a smile, even more brilliant than the one of the characters made out of seaweed strips atop my lunch. This is really incredible.
毎年推しカップの誕生日には板ケーキと料理でお祝いしてるから。
Of course she does. So that's what you meant when you said you do a decent amount of cooking. I could understand if she thinks if this was some kind of mascot character, but no. My lunch is enshrining some kind of hot guy.
今、私が一番推してるグローバンって作品。 受け顔だけど主人公のライバルチームのリーダーで主人公を自分のチームに引き込もうとしてる俺様って
Thanks, game. Thanks for giving me the term big dick energy.
それでありつつも漂うヘタレ風味が消しきれない攻め
Well, I understand all that now, other than the name. I somehow managed to squeak out a reply as I stare into the eyes of the beautiful food man.
大丈夫海苔を切るときには調理用の手袋をしてる調理器具も消毒済み
That's a lot of effort. Thanks for the health and safety measures. That wasn't the reason I haven't started eating yet. It's because the whole thing is so elaborately designed I don't want to ruin it. However, a young man cannot win against an empty stomach, especially with how great this lunch smells. It looks so good. So good. But when I look at Mr. Hot Guy staring at me, I just can't eat it.
ワクワク
But she wants you to eat it. What a conundrum. Akane-senpai looks at me with expectation as she opens her own lunchbox. It's filled with food equally as delicious looking as mine, however. It's clear as day that she put much more effort into decorating mine though. Aww. I kinda wish she'd given me the plainer one, to be honest. But anyway. Here I go! Sorry, Mr. Hot Dude, but I must now use my chopsticks to tear away at your beautiful features. I hate to do it, but I have to if I want anything to eat for lunch. I eat up some of the rice and Mr. Hotman's seaweed features, then follow it up with some karage. What is karage? I'll have to look that up at some point. This is good.
本当
Yeah, the karage may be cold, but it's still unbelievably juicy. Is there mincemeat inside these omelets? Oh, are they omelets?
まあボーナス
Wow! Oh, and these bite-sized pieces of caprese salad with the cheese in between the mini tomatoes. Despite the makeup of this anime lunch making me initially hesitant to eat it, each item is simply delicious. I can feel her talent for cooking as the taste of each bite spreads through my mouth. Man, this is so great!
気に入ってくれたならよかった
She now takes a bite of her own food. You must like cooking, huh, senpai?
そういうわけじゃないただ都会でやってるコラボカフェとかコラボメニューとか羨ましすぎて家で真似してたらそれなりに作れるようになった
The power of love, huh? I remember Nanaru recently whining about how she wanted to go to an Idola collab cafe. But in Akane-senpai's case, she actually did something about it. She went the whole extra mile and learned to cook so she could copy them.
基本読み線だけど推しカプの誕生日とか自分なりに祝いたかったし
So can you make cakes and stuff too?
作る
Sure, I'd love that. We chat and smile in the club room as I delightfully dig into this lunch. Akane-senpai usually can't be bothered to do anything if it isn't related to BL, but not only did she have already make me a lunch, she promised to cook other stuff for me too. I have a lot to look forward to.
そういえば世間には普段子というものが
Well, that's kind of natural, isn't it? And I'm not one of them.
じゃあ何が好き
Well, I remember liking this one recent show where a bunch of little girls go on an adventure on an uninhabited island. She continues to eat, but also listens attentively as I start talking about one of my new anime favorites. I talk about the story, the setting, the voice actresses, basically every nerdy subject you can think of. Akane-senpai nods along as she listens. And the one who's basically the unofficial leader of the group is this bright, cheerful, energetic lolly who's just so goddamn adorable. The moment those words come out of my mouth. Wait, did I just... Only after the fact do I realize that I just admitted to having a best girl that's the complete opposite of Akane-senpai. Oh no, you fucked up, Sosuke! But she's still not just nodding along. I get the urge to figure out what she's really thinking. Senpai?
何
You're not grossed out by the fact that your boyfriend's best girl is a lolly?
別に二次元の話だし
How very kind of her.
それとも 現実のロリに手を出したい？
No! Don't be ridiculous!
それならいい。
Wow, she's very accepting of anything anime, isn't she? Even the more questionable things. She nods again, and then begins putting away her finished lunchbox.
好きな人に好きなものを否定されたら悲しい。
Aww. Oh? It's so obvious a statement, I forgot. But it's something that makes or breaks relationships with people with hobbies like ours.
相手の好きを否定しても何も生まれない。
But senpai, didn't you say you had those, ships that you didn't like?
あるけどあまり公言してない。趣味を聞かれたり地雷カップを勧められた時にしか。好きは公言、嫌いはなるべく伏せる。それが趣味を楽しむコツだと私は思うので。
Wow, that's a pretty wholesome view, Akane. I really like that. It's not like you can't express your dislike of something. Just don't be obnoxious. If you force yourself to keep quiet, you're just making things harder on yourself. It's all about how you go about it. You can say your opinions, but don't chastise someone for liking something you don't. So you're one of those people that's pretty vocal about the things they like, I take it?
例外はある。
Such as?
今まで誰にも言えなかったけど、興味あることとか。
Don't worry, Akane. We all have fetishes we may not be proud of. Oh, like what? What kind of fetishes would you possibly want to keep hidden? I mean, this is Akane-senpai, the girl who isn't afraid to tell the whole world how much she loves homoerotica. She looks around to make sure no one's here before whispering into my ear.
やってはいけない場所でのセックスはどれほど燃えるのか。
As you can probably tell, on the side routes they basically just insert, you know, the hate scenes everywhere. I'm interested in that too.
さあ、
She's clearly shooting me a hint here. I just know it.
お昼終わるまであと30分。
Not only is this the room we normally hang out in with our friends in, but we don't have much time. Someone could walk in at any moment. Just the right amount of spice. And so... Dude. As we should have expected, the bell had already rung by the time we had finished. In the several minutes following the bell, I got stuck having to quickly tidy everything up. This is because Akane-senpai very well may have died for all the moving she's doing.
ご苦労そうすけ。じゃあおやすみ。
What about class?
大丈夫サボるから。
That's a very irresponsible thing for a senior to say. That's not fine at all. You've got exams coming up. Honestly, I'm gonna have it rough dating a girl like this. But I'm sure the fun will easily outweigh the downsides. I can't even imagine what will happen in the next chapters of our lives, but I can't wait to find out. We'll be together forever, Akane-senpai. God damn it, Akane-senpai. You choose now to start sleep talking? Talk about bad timing. The credits haven't even started yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have my hands full with her. And there you go, Akane's Route. Right, I really need to go to the toilet, so I'll be back by the end credits.
まだまだ序の口。最近宗介とのデートが多くて本を買いに来れなかったので、今日は付き合ってもらう。もしそうだとしたら黒ずんだ玉子先生の新刊発売日に遊園地デートしたりしない？そんなことはない。あ、これもよろしく。もちろん。それはそれ、これはこれ。燃えるものは燃えるんだから仕方ない。BL をたしなむのは私のライフワーク。私の彼氏ならとことん付き合ってもらう。具体的には？そのアニメ、ホモはいる？朝プロジェクト。好きと好きという三角恋愛。終了するの？